People are worried, what if Donald Trump gets elected? What if he gets elected? Don't worry, if he gets elected, I have a plan, all right? And my plan, if he's elected, involves the boy band One Direction, all right? Stay with me on this, all right? Now, if Donald Trump gets elected, first thing that has to happen is the boy band One Direction has to reunite as a five-piece, because as you may know, Zayn Malik left the band to pursue his solo career, right? So, that was very divisive in the One Direction community, because you have a bunch of people who are really happy that Zayn's pursuing his dreams, and a lot of people are upset that he's divided up the band, and that's really upsetting. It's very divisive, or so I have heard. Now, so what they have to do is reunite and make a bunch of public statements about how they're happy to be back together, right? They have to really milk that. And then they have to plan a worldwide tour, including every major city in the U.S., right? Oh, but here's the problem, though. Donald Trump said if he's elected, he's not going to allow Muslims into the country. And Zayn Malik is a Muslim. That means One Direction can't come to America. That's going to disappoint and anger millions of teenage girls. In other words, release the Kraken! Teenage girls are like the most powerful and underutilized political voice in this country. If activated, there would be chaos. They'll blow up Twitter and Tumblr. They'll be throwing bombs. Lush bath bombs. Still. Marching in the streets, marching in D.C., chanting, Zayn, Zayn, Zayn. Zayn would be at his peak of popularity, the second most popular member of One Direction. You can't go to first, that's Harry Styles, who is charming, he's good looks. You can't really top that, that's obvious, or so I have heard. Now, they'll be in front of the White House, a million teenage girl march, there'll be cops all over the place, right? And it's the cops, they get anxious. Chances are knowing the cops will probably shoot a little girl, right? And say, no, she had a gun. You all saw her, she had a gun. No, sir, it was a selfie stick. And if we're lucky, it's a pretty white girl, all right? And here's why, all right? Pretty white girls are, of course, America's most precious natural resource, right? If anything happened to them, the cops would be, they'd be shredded, right? Like, white people would freak the fuck out and they would overthrow Donald Trump. And I call my plan, Make America Zayn Again.